Guys, so I'm not sure how to do this, but this is gonna be one of my very first story videos, so bear with me. It's probably gonna be a bit trash, but I'm gonna try. I'm trying my best. All right. Anyways, do you know what depression is? Like, that empty feeling of nothingness. It's just an endless void that you feel trapped in. You can never escape. It's like day in and day out. You just want to leave this plane of existence, never to return. Just you're gone. Yeah, so that's basically what I felt throughout the whole entire time of trying to get a job at AMC. So for those of you who follow me on Instagram, you already know this story, but there's more shit happened since then. Anyways, basically, over the summer of 2017, yes, almost a full 2 years ago, back when I was 15, I was like, you know what? I want a job. And since Publix doesn't want me, basically the same situation as AMC, but I gave up on Publix. Publix was not a passion of mine. Anyways, I thought, hey, I'm going to try to apply AMC. I looked it up online and it said they hired 14. So my 15-year-old self was very excited. And also during this time, I was kind of into filming still. I'm kind of getting back into it considering how I'm making YouTube videos. But this was like the later side of me losing the interest of being into film creating. But I thought, hey, I love movies. I should work at a movie theater. And this AMC, when I tell you, it was literally a 5-minute walk away from my house. So you got the interest of being in movies, you got the location, and you got that I was a young kid who wanted a job. AMC was the perfect place for me to go. But you see, the age thing about it accepting at 14, that's kind of bullshit, I think, because it never went through. It said it went through, but it didn't. At the time, I thought, oh, maybe I'm just too young. I'm 15. Usually, the minimum age for places is 16. So I waited until my 16th birthday. So, November 15th, 2 days after my birthday, I decided to apply. And then I waited 2 weeks later because, sometimes you send in an application and the manager doesn't see it right away. So 2 weeks later, I went in and asked the manager, hey, so what's up? I kinda applied a couple weeks ago. We didn't get a word back. What am I supposed to do? And they're like, oh, we're hiring a bunch of people right now, so just apply again. So I was like, alright. Seems legit. Maybe I just slipped through the cracks. Maybe I'll get. I've never had a job before. I don't know how this shit works. So fast forward to January. Yes, a whole 2 months. So January came around. I applied again. Alright, I spoke to a different employee. The manager wasn't there. They're like, oh yeah, we just finished hiring people, but we're gonna hire again in like 2 weeks, so you should try again. Alright. Last time you said, you guys are hiring a bunch of people, so maybe those people quit and now you need me. So it's like, alright, I'm gonna get a job. Little did I know, there's a little bit of a pattern being formed here, because I kept applying again and again. And he kept going back to that. And then one day, I did the one thing I said I would never do. Like, it was the top list of places that I said I would never work at. I started working at fucking McDonald's. Yes. Mickey D's. McDonald's. Donnie of the Mix. I got a job at McDonald's. And I'm not gonna get into that story right now because the whole experience there was fucking garbage. But like I said before, I kept applying to AMC over and over again, going into the manager, checking up, seeing, hey, so last time you said this, maybe I do, yeah, you know what I mean? And they kept saying, yeah. Basically, it was just bullshit back and forth. It's like, oh yeah, do this, do that. It's like a wild goose chase. So then I did this wild goose chase for the entirety of the summer because that was around the time I got a job at McDonald's. So first 2 weeks into school, me and my friend Nick were just sitting in class. We had a project to do and we had our computers out. So I thought, hey, so you know what? AMC, I wanted to work at AMC. Alright. they haven't been hiring me. They haven't even so much as looked at my application and I got an interview. So we did this experiment and we both applied at the job same time. So we, in my mindset, I'm like, all right, we applied at the very same time. So they're going to see both of our things. All right. So after that little experiment, 2 days later, my boy Nick was like, yo, I got the interview at AMC. And then he got the job. When I tell you, I was mad. Dead Sea was a freshwater lake compared to my saltiness. When I found out that he had the job, I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to try one more time with this manager. During this time, I still worked at McDonald's. And the hiring manager at AMC, so the McDonald's and the AMC are in the same plaza. So he'd come over here on his breaks to eat. And whenever he came in, I would kiss this man's ass. Like, I would metaphorically, I would caress him and kiss him, make sweet love to him. I was such a kiss ass to this man. So, one day after my shift at McDonald's, the same day when Nick told me that he got the job, I went to AMC and I talked to this man that I've been so loving to. And this man had the audacity to look at me confused and said, oh, I'm so sorry. I thought I sent you an email. So he went onto his computer and did some shit, and he found my application with my resume that I put so much effort into. And then he said, all right, come in tomorrow for an interview. And at this point, all the anger just left my body, and I became true zen. I was so happy. I was so content. Anyways, the next day, I dressed up so fancy. Like, I looked like a black John Wick. And I came into that interview with such a big smile. I was happy. Yes, I'm getting this job. And throughout the interview, it went great from my point of view. And at the end of it, she's like, all right, I'm going to go over my answers with you, with my supervisor. And if she likes it, you should be getting an email saying that you got the job. So I thought, okay, you mentioned that I should be getting an email that I got the job. All right, should. When you hear the word should, you think, oh, so I'm supposed to get the job. You said I should be getting an email. So I'm thinking, hey, I got the job. I should be getting an email in like an hour or two. The hours turned to days. The days turned to weeks. I did not get that fucking email. Shortly after the interview, I quit my job at McDonald's because I was so confident I got the job. And I really fucking hated working. I have to make a video about why I hated working at McDonald's. But yeah, I'm not sure if this employee still works there at AMC. But 3 weeks after the interview, after like my 17th call to AMC, someone finally answered the phone, and I was kind of happy. I was like, oh, holy shit, they answered. So I asked them, hey, so I had an interview a couple weeks ago, or a week, I don't know. I said I had an interview before, and I asked them, when should I expect a word back from you guys? Then the line went silent for a couple of seconds, and then he replied with a very rude, and he hung up. I wanted to fucking kill myself. Like, I really wanted that job, and they just treated me like an escort that caught feelings. Like a one night stand. You know how one night stand works. Most of you guys should know. It's like, yeah, you guys do some shit this one time, and then afterwards you call them and they don't call back, they don't answer, they like completely cut you off. Yeah, that's how I felt. I felt like a cheap whore. 6 months passed, and about 2 months ago, I got a job at this local restaurant called Outback, mate. I'm never gonna fucking do that again. Anyways, I got a job at Outback, and the job paid well. It was about $10 an hour. But it was very boring there, and the whole restaurant atmosphere, I did not like it. It felt like I had to be professional all the time, even though all the other employees were less than professional. Anyways, everybody there was either a full-blown adult, like 22 and over, or they were teenagers, like they were in my age group, but they all went to the same school. So I was left out of almost everything. Like, they'll have conversation. I'm just standing there like, cat's got my tongue. The whole Outback story, that's a story for a different day because I've only been working there for like a little bit over a month. But anyways, out of nowhere, they cut my fucking hours. I did nothing wrong. I came to every shift, except for one because that's not important. I came to every shift and they just cut my hours. And the job paid $10 an hour. About $10 an hour. Cause restaurants have this dumb thing where it's like, oh, we're gonna pay you like a bit under the minimum wage. So I was getting paid like actually $5 an hour. But then with tips, it's supposed to bring it up to minimum wage, which is $8.46 as of right now. But the whole thing is like, oh, if you give tips, our servers and everybody that works at the restaurant gets paid more than minimum wage. So basically tips come into your paycheck. And I did not like that one bit because what happens when I come in one day for work, I do all the work that's needed to be done, but customers just that one day not a lot of tips come in. And then I end up getting paid like $5 an hour. And sure, they said every end of each month, if you don't reach the status of minimum wage, they'll raise your wage. I just find that very unnecessary that my wage is going to be based on whether or not a customer decides to give money. I've spent way too much time on this. Anyways, on one shift, before they cut my hours and gave me dog shit, my friend Nick, the same one who got the job during our little experiment 6 months ago, we're still friends. It's like from time to time we talk about AMC and other stuff because, you know, life doesn't revolve around AMC. He told me, oh, there's a new manager at AMC. She told him to get some of his friends to work there. And prior to this, my other friend named Nick and Chris got a job because of Nick. At this point, I was like, you know what? I'm content ish. Yeah, the job's kind of boring. I kind of don't like it, but I'm getting paid $10 an hour about. So I still went ahead and applied afterwards because I realized my hours got cut. This time around, the unlikely shit happened. I actually got an interview this time without having to kissing a manager's ass. I've never met this manager in my life and never seen her before. So after this, I was like, all right. So they Outback cut my hours like for the past 2 weeks, which is right now. Like in the past 2 weeks, I've worked only one day out of the week for 5 hours, and the next time I'm supposed to come in is Sunday, which is gonna be about 8 hours. Fuck you! Don't cut my fucking hours. So I went into this interview, and this time I dressed down a bit, and I came with a very chill demeanor because Nick told me, oh, maybe they thought you were too uptight the last time. So new manager, new demeanor, new dress. So if you shook an 8-ball, it would say it's very fortunate or some shit like that. I don't know. But the last interview I had with them, I thought it went well and I didn't get the job. So this time around, it looked like it went well. But I was very anxious that I didn't get a job again because last time I didn't. I got the job. Yeah, so the manager likes me, and I'm definitely gonna quit my job at Outback because I was barely getting any hours anyways. They're probably not even gonna freaking bat an eye when I send them that email saying, oh yeah, I don't really want to work here anymore. For 1.5 years, 1.5, damn near 2 years, I've been trying to get this job at AMC. And I finally fucking got it. I've been made fun of so many times for AMC. Like, people would make fun of me. They would say, oh, did you get that job at AMC? Oh, I heard AMC's hiring. And I would get so mad. But I actually got the job now. So for all of you fuckers out there that made fun of me, I'm gonna spoil every fucking movie for you because I get to watch those shits for free now. So, oh, you're gonna watch Avengers Endgame tomorrow. Well, sorry, bud. Aquaman fucking dies. You're gonna watch Bambi? Oh, I saw that a couple days ago. His mom dies in the first 5 minutes. Look who's laughing now, bitch. Oh, you're gonna watch that new live action of Dumbo? I saw that 3 months ago. They're not finished filming it? Well, we took a little field trip to Hollywood during them filming it, and we watched it. And you see that bitch, Dumbo? Yeah, he dies! You wanna know how he dies? Someone shot him in the ear, and that nigga uses his ears to fly. So when they blasted his ear off, he fucking plummeted into the ground. Oh, you think I'm lying? The nigga that shot him was Tarzan. Yes, Tarzan learns how to use a gun at the end of Tarzan 5. Fuck. I'm not sure how well this video was made, but thanks for watching if you got this far. Anyways, I'd like you guys to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell for whenever I upload another shitty video so you guys can see it. I'm gonna go and get ready to watch Aladdin tonight, so yeah. Anyways, I'll spoil it for you dickheads later.